This is a 2005 Volkswagen TDI with a BEW engine, and I'm replacing the turbocharger actuator. I got one from Kerma TDI. The one on the left is the one from Kerma, and the one on the right is the one that came off of the car, and clearly they are different, and the factory one has a bracket to hold it to the turbocharger, and the Kerma one does not. So this is going to require some modification and welding to make work, and I'll show you how to do that. Okay, so the bolt they use is an M6 by 1.0 thread, and I'm going to utilize the nut that's on this thing, which I'm going to cut it out of there, and then I'm going to cut the head off of that thing so I can extend the shaft so that it matches the other one. That way it will match up to where it needs to go. Okay, so you're going to have to reuse this bracket, so what you need to do is drill out these little stamp points where they stamp this bracket to this actuator, and then that'll release it, and then we're going to reuse that bracket. Okay, so now you need to modify the bracket to make it fit, and I've got one hole there already. That was one of the rivet holes. See if I can get it to focus down there. So you're going to have to drill another hole where I got that little black dot, and then you'll have it lined up so that it's center. Okay, so now that you've got that modified, it should just slip on like so. And there it is, it's on. Then you bolt it down, and she's ready to go, and then you work on the shaft next. Okay, so this is what it's going to look like. You got to kind of line it up, and then you try to get your nut set similar to where the other one is. You notice my threads are a little bit shorter. It's because I didn't have quite a long enough bolt, but that's okay because there's going to be enough adjustment there that I'll be able to put this thing back on in the factory position, which is what you want to do. Otherwise, you're going to start throwing low boost codes or high boost codes depending on which way you have it adjusted. And you want to have it as adjusted as close to factory setting as possible so that you don't have those code issues. Also, I did it this way. I took that sleeve off the new one there. I cut it out of that little bracket, and it's threaded all the way through, so it allowed me to connect the factory shaft on the new one with a bolt that I had from a bolt bin, and I'm extending my shaft that way. And what I'm going to do to make sure that it stays that way is I'm just going to put a little bit of silicone on the threads on both sides, and then that when it dries and cures, it won't be able to vibrate itself loose, and it'll stay like that permanent. And if you really want, you can crush either end of this if you want to, but I'm just going to use silicone. Okay, this is what it looks like. Now it's ready to bolt in. Okay, and there's the actuator installed back on the turbocharger. Let's see if I can get a video here. And that's it. That's the one that came from Kerma TDI that I had to modify to make work with this turbocharger. Okay, I just wanted to show you the new actuator is doing its job, and it's tracking the specified boost perfectly, and the actual boost is almost spot on with the commanded boost pressure. That concludes this video. Thanks for watching. Please hit like and subscribe.